Hey guys, I hope that you're all doing very well. And today I wanted to make a video about a question that people ask me very often. Where do I buy my vinyl records? And because there isn't just one answer, I thought that I would make a video about it. There are basically two categories of places where I buy my vinyl records. It's either in physical stores or online stores. Let's start with the physical stores. So there are plenty of physical stores depending on where you live on the planet. So when I was in London, I was mainly going to HMV. When I was in France or Spain, I was mainly going to Fnac. Here, I'm in Quebec now, I go to a place called Archambault. These places are really good if you are searching for new records or unused records. Although, if you're a fan of old music or you don't really mind having already played records, then you can go to thrift shops. So sometimes they're worn out and sometimes they don't sound as good as if you buy it new, but they're really cheap, and sometimes you can find some rare records there. Of course, you can also go to independent record stores. That's how we call them. So if you're a fan of indie records or old rock or something, well, you can go there, and the people normally are passionate people about music, and they often share with you their taste in music, and sometimes you can find really good indie bands that you would not have normally known about. And finally, I don't really go there often, but you can buy records at Urban Outfitters. They're more expensive, so I would recommend, anyway, that's what I do. I only buy the exclusive records there that I really want. So for example, the Ariana Grande albums, they're exclusively released for Urban Outfitters, so you have to buy them there. So that's really the only reason why I would go and buy some records at Urban Outfitters, but it's always a good place to search for if you're looking for exclusive albums that will be only released at Urban Outfitters. Next, you have the online stores. They are a personal favorite of mine, simply because there are so many albums out there that the stores, the physical stores, they can't just store them all. I normally go and buy them online because I know that I'll find my copy online. My favorite store is Amazon. Simply, first of all, because they have a very large selection. It's very easy to search for a record on there. I'm also a member of Prime, which I pay an annual fee. I think it's 70 bucks or something, and then I get all my shipping for free, which really saves me money at the end of the day because I do buy a lot of records on Amazon. I know sometimes you can find better deals elsewhere, but often because you have to pay for shipping as well, well, it ends up, for me anyways, because I don't pay the shipping on Amazon, often it comes back to being cheaper on Amazon. A second place you can go and buy some records is eBay. I know loads of my friends go and buy records there, but it's not a favorite of mine because for me, and I don't know if it's a legitimate fear, but I always fear that I buy bootlegs instead of like the actual real album, because I know some of my friends have bought some records on eBay and they were actually bootlegs. So I don't know, if you don't mind, I guess that's fine, but you know, when you buy an album you also want to support the artist, so might as well buy the real deal. Next, it's something that people are a bit surprised when I talk about it because we often forget about websites nowadays with all the social media and everything, but the artist's website is often a very good place to go and search for records. Most of my rare records, like I have a Miley Cyrus record like on a picture disc. I think it's only pressed 2,000 times or something, and I have one copy. I'm not sure about the numbers anyway, but anyways, all of that to say that the rare records that I have, or like the indie records that they don't press anymore, I often bought them on the artist's website. Often you'll find some exclusive stuff and sometimes some limited edition stuff, so that's a good place as well. Bear in mind, sometimes it's a bit more expensive and sometimes the delivery fees are a bit higher, but sometimes it's fair game and sometimes they're just regular prices. So that's a good place to look anyways. Also, in the physical world, there are some great indie shops, well, online as well. I can't list all of the websites that are really good for indie music, but if you search for your favorite artist, you'll find some very specialized websites. Earlier we talked about HMV. They have really good sales on their website as well. Sometimes it's worth going and have a look. Finally, you can also search on Urban Outfitters. They have a website. Then again, as I said earlier, I only go there when I know that an exclusive album is going to be released there. Otherwise I don't really shop there, because especially online the delivery fees anyways in Canada are much more expensive than you would expect for a regular shipment. So I think that's it for this video. If you have any suggestions for me or for the people who watch this video on where to buy the records, well, just let me know in the comments down below. I always search for great places to find records, and good deals as well is always welcome. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna be posting soon more haul video for records that I've been piling for a while now, and I'll be also putting loads of unboxing very soon, so bear with me. And until then, you can go and check all of my videos on my channel, and I think that's it for today. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Ciao!